guys, this is Chris Ludwig, Noonan Sports Specialist, bringing you the tip of the week. And I just want to talk about a couple cues to fix some common problems that we see with the glute bridge series. So a lot of times when people do a glute bridge, I'll show you here. So our glute bridge is just thinking about hips to the ceiling, okay? Turning the butt up. Now a lot of common problems we see with this, people feel it too much in the hamstrings or too much in the low back. Okay, we're trying to isolate the glutes. So here's just a couple of cues you can use to really just try to turn the glutes on and turn off the hammies and the low back. A lot of times when people do the glute bridge, they just think about driving the hips up, but they think about bringing the hips towards the heels. That can turn on the hamstrings a little bit too much. So something to think about is just driving through the heel bones, hips straight up in the air, and that's going to get us to feel a little bit more in the glutes. Okay. The other big thing is people feel in the low back a lot. They get the hips up in the air and they say, man, my low back is just getting really cranky with this. I need to stop doing this. It's not necessarily that their low back is working too hard, it's just we're in a bad position, perhaps. So one thing we can think about is bracing the spine before we do our glute bridge. So what we want to think about, we're laying here in our position at the bottom. We want to take a big breath in, and then we just want to squeeze our abs like we're going to get punched in the stomach. So big breath in, brace like we're going to get punched in the stomach. You should kind of feel your abs push out. You should kind of feel your low back push into the floor a little bit. Not crush the floor, but just pushed into the floor. And then we go hips up in the air and back down, and that'll kind of keep that spine in one position. It'll kind of turn that low back off. If that doesn't work, one other thing we can do is we can grab a ball, tennis ball, lacrosse ball. You can even imagine it, but for this case, I'm going to use it. We put it right in the hip crease. For this one, it's kind of a single leg movement, obviously. We hold that ball in there. We crush that low ball in, or the ball in that hip crease. And then we think brace, then hips up in the air. What that's going to do is that forces your low back, forces your spine to stay in a neutral position, and then bracing on top of it, it basically forces that glute to work. Basically no other muscles can work because they're turned off. So we have a couple of cues to try to fix that glute bridge. We have hips straight up in the air, we have brace in the abs, and we have, if necessary, thinking squeezing that ball into the hip to keep those abs straight and locked in. So give them a try, see if they help. Let us know what you think. Thanks, guys.